New York City is more than a city, it is an idea, a symbol, and a living testament to human ambition, ingenuity, and resilience. Situated on one of the world's greatest natural harbors at the mouth of the Hudson River, New York City has grown from a modest Dutch settlement into a sprawling metropolis of over 8 million people. Its influence stretches far beyond the 5 boroughs, shaping finance, culture, media, politics, and even the imagination of the entire world. To understand New York City is to understand the pulse of modern America, for it embodies the energy, diversity, and complexity that define the nation itself. The geography of New York City is unique. Built on islands and connected by rivers and bridges, the city's natural environment influenced its early development. Manhattan, the most famous of the 5 boroughs, rises from the waters of the East and Hudson rivers, a long and narrow island shaped by glacial activity thousands of years ago. Its granite bedrock provided a sturdy foundation for the skyscrapers that would later define the skyline. Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx formed the rest of the city, each with distinct histories, landscapes, and communities, yet interconnected by infrastructure, commerce, and culture. New York's natural harbor has been central to its growth. Safe, deep, and strategically located, the harbor attracted early Dutch settlers in 1624, who established the colony of New Amsterdam. The harbor allowed ships from Europe and the Caribbean to dock, facilitating trade in furs, timber, and later, manufactured goods. When the English took control in 1664 and renamed the city New York, the harbor remained a critical asset, connecting the city to global markets and shaping its destiny as a commercial powerhouse. The city's streets tell the story of centuries of growth and adaptation. Manhattan's grid plan, designed in 1811, reflects a vision for organized expansion, yet the streets themselves conceal layers of history. Broadway follows an ancient Native American trail, predating European settlement. Many neighborhoods grew organically, with architecture, street layouts, and public spaces reflecting waves of immigration, economic booms, and urban planning philosophies. From the brownstones of Harlem to the Art Deco towers of Midtown, the city's built environment mirrors the cultural and historical forces that have defined it. New York City is a city of immigrants. From the late 19th century onward, waves of people from Ireland, Italy, Germany, Eastern Europe, and beyond arrived through Ellis Island, seeking opportunity and freedom. The neighborhoods they established formed the cultural mosaic that still characterizes the city. Chinatown, Little Italy, and Jewish Lower East Side communities are not merely enclaves. They are living archives of migration, adaptation, and resilience. Over time, successive waves of immigrants enriched the city's culture, cuisine, language, and traditions, making New York a microcosm of global diversity. Economically, New York City is a powerhouse. Wall Street, located in Lower Manhattan, has long been synonymous with finance, investment, and global markets. The New York Stock Exchange and Nasdaq are central to the world economy, influencing wealth, trade, and policy across continents. Beyond finance, the city is a hub for media, technology, fashion, and international diplomacy. United Nations headquarters, located in Manhattan, emphasizes New York's role as a global city, bridging nations through politics, trade, and culture. The skyline of New York City is iconic, a symbol of ambition and modernity. Skyscrapers such as the Empire State Building, One World Trade Center, and the Chrysler Building define the city's image, representing technological achievement and human aspiration. These towers are not mere structures, they are statements, reflecting periods of economic growth, architectural innovation, and resilience in the face of adversity. The construction of skyscrapers required overcoming engineering challenges, financial risk, and the dense urban fabric, yet each success elevated the city's status as a symbol of progress. Culturally, New York City is unparalleled. Broadway theaters, art museums, music venues, and literary hubs have attracted artists, performers, and creators for generations. Institutions such as the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of Modern Art, and Lincoln Center are global landmarks, reflecting the city's commitment to preserving and celebrating human creativity. From jazz and hip-hop to contemporary art and theater, the city has shaped cultural movements that resonate far beyond its borders, influencing generations worldwide. Transportation and infrastructure define New York City's rhythm. Its subways, buses, bridges, tunnels, and ferries connect millions of residents daily, enabling the city to function as a living organism. The grid of streets, combined with public transportation, supports the movement of people, goods, and ideas. Yet the complexity of the system also reflects the challenges of urban density, requiring constant innovation, planning, and investment. The city's ability to sustain such a vast population in a limited geographic space is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. New York City is also a city of contrasts. Wealth and poverty, historic neighborhoods and modern developments, cultural centers and neglected areas coexist in close proximity. This juxtaposition is not weakness, it is a defining feature, creating vibrancy, tension, and opportunity. Social movements, activism, and political engagement often emerge from these contrasts, making the city a laboratory of democracy, justice, and social change. The natural environment continues to shape life in New York City. Parks such as Central Park, Prospect Park, and the New York Botanical Garden provide green space for recreation, respite, and ecological balance. The city's location along rivers and the Atlantic coast exposes it to storms and rising sea levels, making urban planning, flood control, and resilience critical concerns. Balancing growth, development, and sustainability is a constant challenge, yet it is one the city faces with creativity and determination. New York City has also endured crises that tested its resilience. Fires, epidemics, financial crashes, and terrorist attacks have shaped the city's identity and response systems. Each challenge has been met with rebuilding, adaptation, and reinvention, reinforcing the notion that New York is not just a city of structures but a city of spirit. The attacks on September 11, 2001, for instance, were not just a tragedy but a turning point, leading to reconstruction, memorialization, and a renewed commitment to the city's role as a symbol of freedom and perseverance. Ultimately, New York City is more than the sum of its streets, buildings, and people. It is a living narrative of ambition, diversity, and resilience. Its harbor connects it to the world, its streets reflect centuries of history, its skyline embodies progress, and its people represent the enduring hope and effort of countless generations. To walk its avenues, cross its bridges, or gaze upon its skyline is to witness the intersection of natural geography, human ingenuity, and historical destiny. New York City is the heartbeat of the United States, a place where the local and global converge, where culture, commerce, and creativity thrive, and where history continues to unfold with every passing day. Its story is a story of America itself, dynamic, diverse, and always reaching upward, just like the skyscrapers that define its iconic skyline. New York City is not merely a collection of streets, skyscrapers, and neighborhoods, it is a force that has shaped the economic, cultural, and political trajectory of the United States. While the city's geography provided the initial advantages, its harbor, rivers, and islands, its true significance lies in how it became a hub for human ambition, innovation, and exchange. The city's influence is felt far beyond its 5 boroughs, impacting commerce, media, culture, immigration, and even global diplomacy. Economically, New York City has long been the financial engine of the nation. Wall Street, in Lower Manhattan, represents the heart of global finance. The New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ are more than trading floors. They are symbols of capitalism, markets, and the flow of wealth. Decisions made here influence economies around the world, from emerging markets in Asia to industrial hubs in Europe. The city's economy is diversified, finance is paired with technology, media, healthcare, real estate, and creative industries, creating a dynamic ecosystem that attracts talent and investment from around the globe. Its economic power has made the city both a magnet for opportunity and a focal point of national policy discussions. Immigration has been central to New York's rise. Since the 19th century, millions of immigrants arrived through Ellis Island, seeking freedom, work, and a new beginning. These communities, Italian, Irish, German, Jewish, Chinese, Puerto Rican, and many more, created vibrant neighborhoods that preserved cultural traditions while contributing to the broader American identity. Over time, these immigrant populations fueled labor, entrepreneurship, and cultural diversity, turning New York into a city of endless possibility. The cultural fusion resulting from this diversity is evident in cuisine, music, festivals, and everyday life, making the city a living mosaic of the world. Media and culture thrive in New York City. Broadway theaters, music venues, and art museums have long defined the city's creative output. From jazz and hip-hop to classical music, literature, and theater, New York has influenced global cultural trends. The presence of major media companies, news outlets, publishing houses, television networks, and digital media firms ensures that the city shapes narratives, ideas, and entertainment consumed around the world. Culture is not passive here, it is both produced and exported, reinforcing New York's role as a cultural capital. Education and intellectual life are equally central. The city is home to renowned universities, research centers, and libraries that attract scholars, innovators, and artists. Institutions such as Columbia University, New York University, and the Juilliard School have trained generations of leaders, thinkers, and creatives, embedding the city within a global network of knowledge and innovation. This concentration of talent fuels industries, shapes culture, and influences political and social movements on a national and international scale. New York City's global significance is also tied to diplomacy and politics. The United Nations headquarters in Manhattan underscores the city's role as an international hub, where leaders convene to negotiate peace, trade agreements, and humanitarian efforts. Decisions made within these walls ripple outward, affecting countries and peoples far beyond city limits. In this sense, New York functions not only as an American metropolis but as a global crossroads, bridging nations and cultures. The city's infrastructure exemplifies resilience and innovation. Bridges, tunnels, subways, and highways allow millions to move efficiently through dense urban space. Its ports, airports, and rail connections facilitate commerce and travel, integrating the city into national and international networks. Even in the face of challenges, natural disasters, pandemics, or economic crises, the city adapts, demonstrating both flexibility and strength. New York's identity is also defined by contrasts. Wealth and poverty, historical preservation and modern development, local culture and global influence coexist within a few miles. These contrasts generate tension but also creativity, fostering innovation in arts, business, and social solutions. Neighborhoods like Harlem, Brooklyn, and the Bronx exemplify resilience, cultural richness, and community identity, reflecting both the challenges and potential of urban life. Public spaces, parks, and rivers continue to shape life in the city. Central Park, the High Line, and the waterfronts of the East and Hudson rivers provide green space, recreation, and ecological balance. They allow residents and visitors to experience nature amid the urban environment, demonstrating how geography, planning, and human use interact to enhance city life. New York City has also been a stage for social change. Labor movements, civil rights campaigns, protests, and political activism have often centered here. The city's density, diversity, and visibility make it a natural platform for movements that resonate nationally and internationally. From suffrage rallies to modern demonstrations, New Yorkers have repeatedly shaped public discourse, influencing laws, policy, and social norms. Ultimately, New York City embodies the complexities of modern America. Its economic power drives industries, its cultural output influences global trends, and its social dynamics reflect both challenge and opportunity. The city is a living laboratory, where geography, history, innovation, and human ambition converge. It is simultaneously a local home, a national symbol, and a global stage. In the story of the United States, New York City stands as a testament to what humans can build when opportunity, geography, and ambition intersect.